This is the news on Niger Delta Television. Thanks for joining us. I am Joyce Batowe, and here are the highlights. Governor Diri performs groundbreaking for 25,000 capacity stadium in Igbogene. Bayelsa State chapter of the National Association of Women Engineers inaugurates new executive class. President Tinubu, Governor Diri, and others mourns passing of Pa Ike Clark. The high-ranking position of Bayelsa State in Nigeria's sports sector has necessitated a world-class sporting infrastructure. To this end, the Senator Diri-led Prosperity Administration, as part of activities marking its 5th anniversary on Monday, performed the groundbreaking ceremony of a 25,000 capacity stadium in Igbogene, Yenegua local government area of the state. The epoch-making event was performed by former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Government House correspondent George Ameli was there and now completes the reports.
With back-to-back podium finishes in the last 2 national sports festivals and excellent performances from other teams and individuals representing Bayelsa State in national and international events, the Prosperity Administration deemed it necessary to acquire a corresponding world-class facility for athletes in the state. The creme de la creme of Nigerian sports were in Yanagwa on Monday for the groundbreaking of the 25,000 capacity Bayelsa International Stadium in Yanagwa. The stadium will further act out the capabilities of Bayelsa athletes as well as enhance the landscape of the state.
Our assured prosperity mantra prioritizes urbanization. We always talk about urban renewal, sports and youth development as the cornerstones of our vision for a thriving society. This facility will serve as an inspiration for our youths, a place where dreams can take flight, talent can be cultivated, and destinies fulfilled.
The stadium's outlay includes
4 dressing rooms for referees and competing teams, 2 practice football pitches, 1 grass, 1 artificial, modern multimedia facilities with 360-degree cameras and audio-visual display, media rooms for international press, 40 emergency exit point, a giant electric scoreboard with video facility for replay.
Former President of Nigeria performed the groundbreaking ceremony. In attendance were national and international sporting personalities like Shehu Diko, Chairman, National Sports Commission, Ibrahim Guzo, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, representative of FIFA, the Federation of International Football Associations, and other top government functionaries, underscoring the significant milestone of the event. The stadium is expected to be completed in 24 months' time. From Igbogene community in Yanagwa local government area, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, has revealed that his administration has paid over 20 billion naira as arrears of gratuity to retired workers in the state since 2020. Governor Diri made the revelation on Tuesday during the inauguration of the Secretariat building of both the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, at Amarata, Yenegua. Government House correspondent George Ameli again was there and completes the reports.
It is day 7 of activities lined up to mark the 5th year anniversary of the Prosperity Administration of Senator Doye Diri, and the gale of inaugurations continued on Tuesday with the commissioning of Labour House in Yenagua. Bayelsa has enjoyed industrial harmony since Senator Doye Diri assumed office, with the workforce seeing him as a labor-friendly governor. For Governor Diri, a convenient atmosphere for the Bayelsa worker informed the need for the provision of the structure.
We are here to commission and inaugurate this edifice, one wing for NLC and the other wing for the TUC, to show labor also that we appreciate them and will continue to work together for the benefit of Bayelsa and for the growth and development of Bayelsa State. And I'm happy because I also believe that they must have a conducive environment, an environment that they can think well. Because if people don't think well, then one day they can just rise up and say we are going on industrial action. I appreciate very well labor and will continue to work hand in glove with you to ensure that there is industrial harmony in the state.
The governor declared his pact with workers and pensioners concerning their welfare.
There is no time you have come with very germane demands that we have not listened and most times implemented. When we came in, the issue of gratuity and pensioners was at the front burner. And we immediately made that policy and program to ensure that our senior citizens are promptly respected by paying their arrears over the years that they were not, and some of them died as a result of that. And as we speak today, by the 5 years of this administration, we have paid over 20 billion of gratuities and pension to our retired senior citizens.
On hand to inaugurate the building is the River State Governor, His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
We will now proceed to unveil the flag and take the guidance from the facility.
Earlier, Governor Diri had called for a 1-minute silence in honor of Pan-Ijaw leader Pa Edwin Clark, who passed on in the early hours of Tuesday morning, declaring postponement of anniversary activities for 3 days and the flying of flags in the state at half-mast within the same time frame. George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
The newly inaugurated chairman of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Bayelsa State Chapter, Engineer Malate and Jonathan Owebite, has charged female engineers to embark on a transformative path and advance the engineering profession in the state and beyond. She stated this during the inauguration ceremony of the new executive members. Correspondent Nelson Agadi was there for NDTV News and brings us details.
Engineer Dr. Malate and Owebite, before everyone present at this ceremony, pledge to uphold and defend the Constitution of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APRE, to conduct my engineering practice with sincerity, fairness, and interest in the affairs and welfare of my fellow engineering members. So help me God.
Engineer Diakwe Owala Mugo, the third chairman of APRE Bayelsa State Chapter, officially hand over this baton of leadership. And I'm trusting and believing God that He will succeed. Thank you and congratulations.
It was a gathering of professionals from all walks of life, had a lecture and inauguration ceremony of the new state executive of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Bayelsa State Chapter, led by Engineer Amalate and Jonathan Owebite. In her speech, she charged female engineers to embark on attaining new heights and to inspire a new generation of female leaders.
Section. Over the next 2 years, my ESCO and I are committed to building on the progress made so far and introducing new initiatives that will drive our chapter forward. Our agenda will focus on, but not limited to, these key areas. 1, the Mentor and Mentee program. We'll establish a Mentor and Mentee series where we pair experienced professionals with young engineers to provide guidance, support, and valuable industry insights. 2. The Tools and Tiara program, borrowed from the National. We will launch a Tool and Tiara program aimed at empowering over 50 school leavers with technical skills, enabling them to pursue careers in engineering and related fields.
Dr. Gloria Diri, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, who represented the governor, congratulated all female engineers and described the new state chairperson as a champion of humanitarian services. She also called on the new executive to do more.
We know that she has made a mark to get to the point where all of us can sit with her and nod our head to that great fiat. Congratulations, Mrs. Okwebite. I want to acknowledge the trailblazers who have paved the way for future generations of female engineers. Your contributions have not only advanced the field, but have also inspired countless young women to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM.
Giving a keynote address, Engineer Adoke Tombomeye encouraged female engineers to love the profession so that they can excel in their chosen career.
The popular did that what a man can do, how we can really see the program and you can see the professional women and what they have done in the health system. So what the next is we have very good potential who can make great difference in not only
like I've said, and ensuring sustainable practices. Nigeria can unlock the full potentials of its gas resources to power. The recent Inter-Ministerial Committee set up to tackle gas supply issues is a step in the right direction, and I believe, again, if we enhance that Inter-Ministerial Committee, we'll be better off with what we are having in Nigeria.
Inaugurate this new leadership. Let us all renew our commitment to supporting one another, to breaking barriers, and to play a leading role in Nigeria's industrialization agenda. I urge all stakeholder government, industry leaders, academia, professionals, body to work together in building a robust, thriving economy that benefits all Nigerians. To our new inaugurated chairman and executive that will be inaugurated in a short while, I congratulate you. This is a call to service.
Former Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, who was a special guest of honor, Rear Admiral Brigadier John Jonah, retired, and others eulogized the newly inaugurated chairperson and advised the entire executive to work together. The high point of the occasion was a cutting of cake and presentation of cash award to some female students of Niger Delta University, NDU. Present at the event were professionals from other fields and captains of industries. I'm Nelson Agadi Jr., reporting for NDTV.
The executive of the women engineers, first I want to congratulate you, Dr. Mrs. Amalate Okwebite. I never knew something about you till today, that you attended Command Day. Oh, I say no wonder. She's up right here. Congratulations. I want to urge all the executive to give me cooperation. If you don't cooperate, whatever you do, you can't get anywhere.
In Bayelsa, you can see the scholarship she's giving you, and the work that she has been doing that the students even mentioned that made her emotional. This is something that she's doing. Even as a lecturer, she pays school fees for her own students. That is to tell me that the passion is there. So for me, I am honored as a husband to be part of this innovation, and I know that the way I have supported that in the same way I'm going to also redouble my effort to support her better so that she will succeed.
Tell her thank you and also to encourage her that she keep up the flag flying. They have been doing well.
She doubled also as my financial secretary of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, and shall be doing very well in my cabinet.
My advice to the new chairman and executive is to bring the achievements of the past chairman and to work in line with the objectives and mission of APWEN. I want to say a big congratulations to the fourth chairperson of APWEN, Bayelsa State Chapter. I want to say congratulations to her and tell her that she has done so well, she has done so much in the gender space, and it's not a surprise that she has been elevated today. She's not biased. She's ready to groom you irrespective of the level you are. And to add to you, she's a philanthropist. When I was in my 500 level, I had backlogs of school fees. I am proud enough and good enough to say that she has stayed with me irrespective. I've only known to her in just a few months, and I know how much she has impacted me. Like I cannot even emphasize on what she has impacted in me in just these few months I met her, and I'm sure she's going to do more. She has every quality of a leader in her, and I'm 100% sure she's going to reach its impact in each and every.
The Bayelsa State Chapter of the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, led by our chairperson, Mrs. Grace Orumiefa, has organized a first-of-its-kind one-day comprehensive in-house capacity training for female journalists in the state. The training with the theme Empowering Voices, Advancing Journalism and Sustainable Development is aimed at equipping participants with essential knowledge and skills for optimal professional performance and self-empowerment. Correspondent Blessing Agadaga tells us more.
The one-day workshop covered critical areas such as ethical reporting, strategies for financial inclusion, opportunities in investigative journalism, requirements within and beyond each framework designed to cover areas of needs for both new journalists and veterans in the field. Gracing the occasion, Chairman of the Bayelsa State Council, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Comrade Tonye Yemolea, accompanied by his secretary Stanley Ingbi, expressed satisfaction with the quality of the training.
Yes, it is good to have that as something to complement what we could teach today, but then we have to transit. And this is part of how we can be able to transit to the digital sphere, harnessing digital tools to up our game, to scale up whatever we are doing so that we can be more efficient in our job.
In her remarks, Mrs. Orumiefa acknowledged that periodic training is necessary to maintaining global best practices and boasted of capable hands among female journalists in Bayelsa State to deliver quality training.
I'll tell the world that inside NAWOJ, we have people that are like those we are looking for outside. So even when we have the big monies to pay, then let's be showcasing them.
Facilitators of the training are NUJ South Zonal Secretary John Angesi, Press Secretary to the Bayelsa State First Lady and immediate past chairperson of NAWOJ Bayelsa, Mrs. Maria Olodi Osuma, and Director Assistant News and Current Affairs Department of the Niger Delta Television, Mrs. Joy Ifidi Oka. They all delivered lectures in line with the day's theme.
This is important in building trust for tomorrow's sake. Avoid conflict of interests is part of it. Respect for privacy, this is very important. In the business of writing your news story, please, there is a limit to which you can go. Somebody's privacy should not be something you tamper with. You can get a suit for it.
That's how it works. If you don't have the residual income and you don't have other means, sources of income, then you begin to run around at every point in time. You need to save, you need to diversify, don't concentrate on the journalism alone to give you money.
A good investigative journalist is not satisfied by your words of mouth, what you say. No. You will calculate your action, you will read minutes to every line of thought that you are giving. and come out with a different perception from what you are making him or she believe.
The training featured a power-packed interactive session as participants across various media platforms shared their experiences and engaged thought-provoking discussions during question and answer moments. The leadership of NAWOJ Bayelsa appreciated the heads, general managers, and journalists of mass media outfits across the state for supporting the cause of NAWOJ in Bayelsa State. Blessing Agadaga, NDTV News.
A total of 67 new outbreaks of emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases were identified across Africa in 2024, representing an increase of 31.37% compared to 2023. Executive Director of the ECOWAS Regional Center for Surveillance and Disease Control, RCSDC, Dr. Mamadou Diasarauba, made this known in Abuja on Tuesday while speaking at the opening ceremony of an initial workshop on the establishment of a Technical Advisory Council (TAC) for the center. Dr. Diasarauba, who said the identification of the 67 diseases was highlighted in the 2024 annual report of the ECOWAS RCSDC, noted that the two-day meeting was being held at a critical time when the ECOWAS region continued to face numerous health challenges. He lamented that the impact of these factors on the region's health systems was considerable, pointing out that, as demonstrated by the Ebola outbreak and the COVID-19 pandemic, the repercussions of health threats can extend far beyond the health sector, disrupting economic exchanges and livelihoods within West Africa and beyond. In his speech, Nigeria's Minister and Coordinator of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, noted that the TAC would be much more than a statutory body, as it will be a dynamic forum for the exchange of scientific knowledge and technical expertise. The minister was represented by the Director General of Nigeria's Center for Disease Control. You're watching Niger Delta Television News, reaching you live from our studios here in the Media Complex, Ekeki. On the headlines, Governor Diri performs groundbreaking for 25,000 capacity stadium in Igbogeni. Bayelsa State chapter of the National Association of Women Engineers inaugurates new executives. And still to come in the news, President Tinubu, Governor Diri, and others mourn passing of Pa Ike Clark. Details of these and other stories coming after the break. Please stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NS Ikoli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
We're glad to have you back. President Bola Tinubu has expressed sadness over the passing of Chief Edwin Clark, former Federal Commissioner of Information and respected leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF. Reflecting on the life of the late statesman, the president said Chief Clark was a towering figure whose influence was felt across Nigeria's political firmament for nearly 6 decades. The president extended his condolences to the Edwin Clark family, the Ijaw Nation, the people of the Niger Delta, and the government of Delta states. In a related development, the Bayelsa State Governor, Senator Doye Diri, has described late Chief Edwin Clark as an icon and a treasure of inestimable value. Governor Diri said late Chief Clark was a distinguished patriot who dedicated his whole life to the service of Nigeria. While expressing his condolences to the Clark family of Kiagbodo, the Ijaw nation and the country, the governor said the people will take solace in the late Sage's contributions to national development. Also, Rivers State Governor Sir Siminalayi Fubara has extended condolences to the Clark Fuludu Bekedermo family of Kiagbodo in Delta State over the passing of their father, Chief Edwin Clark, at 97 years. Governor Fubara said the tragic news of the death of Chief Clark, made public on behalf of the family by Professor C.C. Clark, is rather heart-wrenching, given the impact of such a loss. Governor Fubara noted that Chief Edwin Clark, as a courageous Ijaw leader, nationalist, and freedom fighter, demonstrated exceptional leadership and commitment to the unity of Nigeria, and boldly defended the rights of the minority, especially Niger Deltans. The president of the Ijaw National Congress, INC, Professor Benjamin Okaba, has mourned the death of Chief Edwin Clark, who died at the age of 97. Professor Okaba, in a statement, said the entire Ijaw nation is hurt by the passing of Pa Clark, whose life was devoted to the struggle for justice, equity, and advancement of the Ijaw people and Niger Delta at large. The INC boss declared a 3-day mourning period commencing Wednesday 19th to Friday the 21st of February 2025. Chief Okaba further stated that, among other things, all forms of social activities are to be at low key, and all Ijaw flags across the world shall be flown at half-mast at all INC, IYC, and IWC secretariats, government offices, and traditional institutions. In the same vein, the board, management, and staff of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has joined all Nigerians in mourning the passage of foremost nationalist and Niger Delta leader, Chief Edwin Clark. NDDC chairman, Chiedu Abie, described the late Pan-Niger Delta Forum PANDEF leader as a rare gem for the people of the Niger Delta region, noting that his unrelenting advocacy for the region and Nigeria's unity and development will remain evergreen in the people's memories. It said that Pa Clark was an outstanding leader, not just for the South-South geopolitical zone and the Niger Delta, but for Nigeria and the black race, adding that it is consoled that the foremost Ijaw leader left an indelible footprint on the sands of time in various sectors of the Nigerian national life. A partnership between the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board and international oil companies in this country is in works. This is aimed at creating an ecosystem for local firms to be involved in the execution of new projects in the oil and gas industry. NCDMB's Executive Secretary, Felix Omashola Ugbe, gave the indication on Monday when he visited the facilities of Samsung Heavy Industries Nigeria, Sheen, and Africoat Nigeria Limited, a pipe coating plant at Takwa Bay, Lagos. He said the visit was consistent with his determination to assess oil and gas facilities across the country as a prelude for their participation in ongoing and upcoming major oil industry projects. At the Samsung Heavy Industries, the managing director, Mr. Jin Lee, highlighted the firm's in-country capacity, which include heavy fabrication and FPSO integration quayside, and reiterated the company's experience in executing major oil and gas projects, notably the fabrication and integration of 6 models for the Total Energies Engina FPSO in 2018. The business development manager, Sheen, Mr. David Bruce Inglis, said the company trains welders in different specialization and had trained 560 welders during the execution of the Engina project, including women. At Africoat, the NCDB boss challenged the firm's management to resolve the protracted disputes they have with their bankers as well as their landlords, Lagos Deep Offshore Logistics, LADO, which stopped the plant from operating since its completion in 2017. He suggested that a peaceful settlement would allow for the plant to be rehabilitated before it can work for the industry and benefit the investors and create jobs for the economy. The managing director of Africote, Mr. Frank Tinam, confirmed that efforts were ongoing to resolve the impasse. And from the entertainment scene, popular Nigerian artist Habib Okikiola Badmus, also known as Portable, has turned himself in to the police after being declared wanted. For details of this report and other entertainment stories, let's join Aliko Favor.
Controversial Nigerian singer Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, has turned himself to the police after being declared wanted. The artist, who was declared wanted on Monday, reported to the State Criminal Investigation Department in Panti, Yaba, before being transferred to Ogun State, where he would be officially handed over to the authorities. Portable trouble began after he allegedly assaulted 3 officials from the Ogun State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development at their Ota zonal office. Now in police custody, all eyes are on what happened next in Portable's dramatic chapter. Popular Nollywood actor David Nnaji is officially a proud father. The beloved actor and his wife Amanda have welcomed the baby boy, bringing joy to their fans. David shared the heartwarming news on February 18, 2025, via his official Instagram account, expressing his excitement and gratitude. Fans and colleagues have since flooded his page with congratulatory messages celebrating his beautiful milestone with the couple. Nigerian star Oyikinkola Sarah, popularly known as Ira Star, has bagged spotlight at the 2025 Mobile Award, clinching not 1 but 2 prestigious awards and making history in the process. The Rush hitmaker was crowned Best African Music Act, surpassing industry heavyweights like Ashake, Thames, and South African star Tyler. In a groundbreaking moment, Ira Star also secured the Best International Music Act award, becoming the first woman in 18 years to claim the title. Her double victory marks a defining moment for Afrobeats on the world stage, proving that African music is not just thriving, but dominating internationally. Fans and industry insiders alike are hailing Ira Star's win as a testament of her hard work and the unstoppable rise of African artists. I am Aliko Joseph Favor, reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
And from the ever-busy world of sports, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman marked his return from injury with a goal as Atalanta suffered a 3-0 defeat to Club Brugge in Tuesday's UEFA Champions League second leg knockout engagement. For details of this report and more sports stories, let's join Ayemi Miene.
In Tuesday's Champions League second leg knockout match, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman scored to celebrate his return from injury, but it was insufficient as Atalanta lost 3-1 to Club Brugge. After losing 2-1 in the first leg, Atalanta fell 5-2 on aggregate, confirming their elimination from the UEFA Champions League. The attacker had missed Atalanta's match against Barcelona in the Champions League because of a knee injury. 6 games were missed in total, including 3 Serie A games, 2 Champions League and 1 Coppa Italia. Lookman, who began the match on the bench, replaced Mario Pasalic at the beginning of the second half as Atalanta tried to rally from a 3-goal deficit at the break. When the 27-year-old Nigerian international scored to spark hopes of a comeback, he made an immediate impression. However, by failing to score a penalty in the 61st minute, Lookman lost a vital chance to put additional pressure on Brugge. Lookman's return is a significant boost for Super Eagles coach Eric Schell as Nigeria prepares for 2 key 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. His return will strengthen the Super Eagles' attacking options and increase their chances of winning important games to improve Nigeria's position in the qualification battle. At the ExxonMobil Open in Doha, Qatar, Matteo Berrettini returned to his peak performance, shocking 2-time champion Novak Djokovic to defeat the former world number 1 for the first match in his career. The Italian put up a strong performance to overcome the third seed 7-6, 6-2 at the ATP 500 earnings, his first victory against a top 10 opponent since January 2023. Berrettini, the former number 6 in the PIF ATP rankings, won 85%, 40 out of 47 of his points on his first serve, according to Infosys ATP stats. It is something that I've been looking to do, said Berrettini, who had lost each of his previous 4 meetings with Djokovic. I played against him in the most important tournaments on tour. I had the honor and pleasure to play against him. I wish I could have won one of those matches as well. After winning 3 tour-level titles after recovering from a 6-month injury, Berrettini was selected ATP's Comeback Player of the Year in 2024. However, the 28-year-old has found it difficult to replicate that performance at the beginning of the 2025 season. Berrettini had a 1-3 record before his effort in Doha. However, Berrettini looked to be close to his peak after his brutal performance against Djokovic, in which he hit 19 forward winners. Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
That report brings us to a close on the news tonight. But before we go, a look at some of our major reports. The high-ranking position of Bayelsa State in Nigeria's sports sector has necessitated a world-class sporting infrastructure. To this end, the Senator Diri-led Prosperity Administration, as part of activities marking its 5th anniversary on Monday, performed the groundbreaking ceremony of the 25,000 capacity stadium in Igbogene, Yenegba local government area of the state. We also brought you a report that the newly inaugurated chairman of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, Bayelsa State Chapter, Engineer Malate and Jonathan Obwebite, has charged female engineers to embark on a transformative path and advance the engineering profession in the state and beyond. And finally, President Bola Tinubu has expressed sadness over the passing of Chief Edwin Clark, former Federal Commissioner of Information and respected leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF. That's it on Niger Delta Television News. I am Joyce Batowe. Thanks for watching.